In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the front headlights on your INFINITI G35. Remove the three 10mm bolts. And pull the fender liner from the bumper. Do the same thing on the other side. Our car is missing the engine splash shield, but to take the bumper off, you're just going to need to take out these front bolts and pull the bumper away from the engine splash shield. There's a Phillips head screw holding this plate locator on. I'm going to be using an impact driver and a Phillips bit. If you can't remove the Phillips head screw, you can use a 22mm wrench and loosen the pole that the plate is sitting on. And remove it from the car. To remove the side marker, we're going to pull out on the back, and then you should have to pull back and release the tab. I'm going to pull the markers off, push down on the little tab for the connector, and remove it from the light. Do the same thing on the other side. Remove the clips on either side of the bumper corners, and then remove all the clips on top of the grille. Pull back the fender liner, and inside of there will be one 10mm bolt right here. Remove that. And then do the same thing on the other side. Pull on the corner of the bumper and pull forward. And do the same thing on the other side. Pull the corner out, and then we can pull our bumper straight forward and off the car. Remove the four 10mm bolts holding on the headlight. Remove the plastic clips for the inner fender liner using a trim tool. Remove the one Phillips head screw on the fender well. And then remove this inner splash guard. Remove the connector off the back of the headlight. Push the little tab on the bottom and pull the plug out. Pushing on that little tab and pulling straight back. Remove the headlight from the vehicle. Remove the connector. And we're going to swap this module from the old headlight to the new one. It's going to be 3 Phillips head screws. Remove all 3 screws. Once you have all the screws out, remove the cap, and we're going to take out the one Phillips head screw on the bottom. And remove the connector. On the old headlight assembly, we're going to remove these two caps. We're going to remove the connector off the back of the headlight. And then we're going to have to fish this out of this old housing and put it into the new one. This yellow cable, pull it right off the back. And then inside of this housing, this silvery wire is going to be clipped to it in a few different spots. You're going to have to just go in there and try and work it out of the clips. And remove that from the old assembly. Now we're going to install it into the new assembly. On the top here, we're going to connect this white wire to the big silver plug. Push it straight on, like that. Then we're going to work this connector all the way down to the bottom here. And on the inside of the headlight, there's going to be a hook to hook that wire into, just like that. Now we can close this cap up. Grab the old bulb, pinch on those two clamps, pull straight up, and remove the bulb. And we're going to do the same thing on the new one. Keep this out of the way. Pinch these two clamps, pull them straight up. And then install our bulb. Return those clips to their home. Then we're going to install the silver connector onto the bulb and put our cap back on. Install the plug into the module. Then we're going to put our little screw back. Snug it down. Then we're going to put our 3 screws back in. We only have 2 on this now, so this is ready to go back in. Install the connector onto the module. Install the headlight into the car. We're going to put our 4 bolts in. And then 1 in the side. Install the connector into the headlight assembly. Give it a pull, make sure it's actually clicked in there. The process for both sides is the same. I'm going to slide the bumper back onto the car. Install the 10mm screw through the bottom of the bumper, back into that little plastic insert. Do the same thing on the other side. Install the connector into the side marker and install that into the bracket. It'll clip into place. Do the same thing on the other side. Install the inner fender liner. Tuck it inside of the bumper. Install the Phillips head screw for the fender liner. Install the 3 clips. One in the top and then 2 in the sides. Install these 3 10mm bolts back into the bumper. If you have it, reinstall your skid plate now. Install the clips into the corners of the bumpers, and then install all the clips for the grille. Our car only has 1 of each. There should be 4 on top of the grille, and then 1 for each side of the bumper. Install the plate locator through the bumper. Then using a wrench, we're going to snug it back down.
Now we're going to get the vehicle ready to aim the headlights. Start with the tire pressure, making sure all 4 tires are set at the appropriate pressure. Remove any excessive weight that's not normally in the vehicle. Find a wall that you can drive up to where the ground is level. Measure 25 feet away from that wall and mark the ground. Drive your vehicle up to that mark. With the headlights off, look for the center dot in the headlight lens. Measure from the ground to that center dot. You can use a ruler to help you out. Transferring that measurement to the wall, making a mark with some tape. On the driver's side, measure down 4 inches, putting another piece of tape. For the passenger side, you only need to measure down 2 inches. Now turning the headlights on, it is easier to do this at night or in a dark area. Locating your headlight adjuster and using a Phillips head screwdriver, turn your adjuster one way or another to bring the headlight up or down. Once the headlight is adjusted to the tape mark on the wall, move on to the next headlight. If you're confused because the beams seem to blend together, you can always have someone stand in front of the other headlight while you make your adjustments for that one. Now your headlights are aligned and you're all set to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.